All right, I have a question. If you're an MMA fighter, how many times, doesn't matter how old you are, how many times have you wanted to quit? I'm not talking about weight cutting. I'm not talking about the pain and agony. I'm just talking about you're young, but you want to quit the sport. Why? What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Inside Team Shorty, where I give the reality, the truth, and everything behind the scenes of the sport of MMA. This is season 2, and today we're talking about quitting. It's a dark topic because there's so many reasons why somebody want to quit. Again, there's so many things in this sport. It gets convoluted a little bit. It's, the weight cut, the training camps, it affects your relationships, you leaving for training camps, you being gone for 2-3 months, you traveling so much, you doing this, you doing that, and there's so many things and so many reasons. It's crazy. I think the biggest two topics is, one, Rose lost her last fight, which sucks because I was obviously rooting for Rose. She, I believe, was winning the fight pretty decisively and got slammed on her head. She held the Kimura lock or key lock too long, and the way she fell put her going in a spiking position. She got slammed on her neck. It's just one of those things that sadly it happens. You look at my fight with Jared Brooks, those accidents in a sense happen. Obviously Andrade was trying to hurt her, but wasn't trying to spike her. But because Rose held on to the Kimura and key lock, that's why it wasn't illegal. She was trying to get out of submission. It's like slamming someone on an armbar. But she lost, and she accepted it. She's like, whatever, nothing I can do. But she even thought before the fight and past fights, and she's clearly stated that she's wanted to retire or thought about retiring so many times that this fight might be her last. And then she fights again. This fight might be my last. Or she fights again. This fight might be my last. And this one, it's highlighted because she was a champ that just got dethroned. That happens. Many fighters go through depression, and I'm not saying she's depressed with that. I mean, you look at Ronda Rousey, in a sense, was becoming suicidal because she went to the hype of hype and then to nothing. And now she's in WWE because everyone's evolved a little more than her right now. And that's part of the sport. People grow, people evolve. That's why you see all the champions losing. You see Aldo, Silva, people eventually will pass them up. There's always going to be somebody better than you, but not the point of this episode. I'm not saying, because again, I don't know Rose personally, and I don't know anything inside her head, but one of the things she clearly stated was it's affecting her relationship. I can tell you, training camps, from my personal experience, training camps, traveling, and just anything have affected all of my relationships. Whether it be with a significant other, whether it be with my family, my friends, my social life. I honestly don't really have a social life. I'm sad. But we lose our youth doing this sport. Because to be an MMA fighter, to be a champion, not just an MMA fighter, but a champion, you have to be in this 100%. You can't do a test and pass with a B. You can't do a test and pass with a C. Hell, my high school, you can pass with a D. But that's not the case in MMA. You get knocked the fuck out. You get tapped out. You'll break a limb. Or you get slammed on your head. And honestly, those accidents happen. But it's the fact of there's so many reasons why people want to quit. The second point is Tom Dinkwa, or Tom Dinkwa. I don't know how to say his name, and I know him, which sucks. But the French guy who was the 2 weight class Bama champion, which I looked up to, man. The 35 and 45 pound champion. He was one of the reasons why I ended up doing the Titan FC double weight class champ thing. It's Tom Dinkwa. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. Yeah, but Van Damme, little Van Damme is what I like to call him. But amazing athlete, super talented. And I believe he had 3 fights in the UFC. I could be wrong, and I apologize if I am, but I know he was 1-2 or 1-1. And it's crazy because you come up with so much hype and get dethroned a little bit. You get pushed off that pedestal. And I had that when I was in the UFC. Now I'm trying to raise that back up. And Brave, but he wants to focus on teaching and helping the youth, which, hey man, is amazing. I obviously started my foundation. I get it. But he wants to focus on that. I don't know his other reasons of why he quit. Could it have been his losses? Maybe. Could it have been his social life, his family, his relationship, if he has one, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. And all those things just play a huge toll and play a huge part in your life. That is your life. Rose saying she wants to retire. I don't know how old she is, but I know she's young. It's sad. It really is sad, because it shows how, in a sense, depressed or lonely, or how much anxiety we have to face, or fear, like Donald Cerrone, that we have to go through in our fights and in our training camps and in our life every single day. Man, especially being a champion, going, damn, that's number one contender. That's going to be a tough fight. Because as a champion, you shouldn't deny any fights. If that's the number one person, at least what I believe, mainly in the boxing rankings, if that's the number one contender, that's the one you're supposed to fight. You're not supposed to fight number 10. That makes no sense. You're the champ. You're the champ, obviously, for me. But you have to fight who's next in line. Who's next in line worked his ass off, or her ass off, to get up to that point. They've probably created a trail of dead bodies, Khabib Nurmagomedov. You never know. But not literally, but you know what I mean. And it's scary, because you have to beat every single style. Demetrius Johnson beat everyone. Anderson Silva beat everyone. George St. Pierre basically beat everyone. I don't know what Rose is going through, or Tom, but I wish you both the best. I know Tom is obviously retired. Rose, I really hope she comes back, gets a rematch, or just waits a little while, finds herself, which I know I definitely had to do for 8 months. MMA is not just a physical journey, it is a mental one, and you really do find who you really are in this sport. I can tell you, I'm still going through a lot of stuff right now, and it is a mental journey. There's a lot of things we have to go through. Again, training camps, social life, relationships, if you're able to have one. It's hard, and you have to be alone for a lot of this time. And obviously, that's the biggest thing that we need to fix as MMA fighters, to try to surround ourselves with people that are trying to help us, not just for money, but literally trying to help us because they care for us. That's also another fact that's really hard when you start being successful and getting money. People come out of nowhere. Hey, buddy. And it sucks. But Rose, Tom, I wish you both the best if you watch this video. And I hope you guys push through mentally whatever you need to push through. And I hope to see you both back in the cage, because you both are extremely talented. And I love watching you both fight and do your things. And, we'll see what happens next. And for me, I can tell you I've wanted to quit multiple times from weight cuts, which I brought up in my first episode. Weight cutting has made me want to quit. And I have quit in wrestling, and because I was fed up. And I've wanted to quit for multiple reasons. And it really is hard, because again, it takes a toll on your life, and life is short. Sometimes you think about, do I even need to do this sport? I can tell you, man, I've always wanted to be a bowler, not because I like bowling, but because I want to drink my big gulp after I fight or after I throw the ball. I want to be able to eat and not weight cut and not do this and not have this extreme training camp where I'm running hills and doing that and losing my social life. Bowling, I can still do it. And that's a whole nother joke for another time, because my roommate was a bowler and I despised him because he was able to have a McFlurry every single night. It's actually a true story. Hated that guy. But there's multiple reasons why we all want to quit. What's your reason? Leave in the comments below. If you are an MMA fighter and you have gone through some type of mental struggle, what's made you want to quit? What's made you stay in the sport? What's your goal? Is it your goal that's kept you in it? I can tell you the sport hasn't been fun for me in a long time, and I'm still trying to find different ways to make it fun again. And that's my ultimate goal, is to make it fun, be a hero, and keep on pushing and never give up. If I give up, people are going to want to give up too, so I'm trying to be a role model. But I need to find a way to make it fun again. If not, I'm living a very long, boring, and agonizing, really bad life. So, guys, leave in the comments below what you've been going through, how you pushed through, and why you're pushing through. Appreciate all love and support. Again, teamshorty.com, all apparel, 100% of the proceeds go to my Team Shorty Foundation to keep kids and young adults off the streets and inside the gym. Follow me on Instagram, Jose Shorty Torres, Twitter, Shorty Torres 125, Jose Shorty Torres MMA on Facebook. And guys, again, just please like, share, support, and let me know if you have any ideas for more episodes. Take care.